Huh?
I cannot believe they permanently destroyed a planet. I'm just surprised it took them this long. I should have prepared them for what was going to happen. An android, a ghoul, and this is not the first, and it won't be the last. I have to find a new one and forcibly train this one instead of letting them learn it naturally. Okay, new universe.
I told you, okay? I can handle living on my own. Nothing's bad's gonna happen, and I'll still visit you guys on the holidays, okay? Bye. A place to call my own. No more loud noises, no more people bothering me at the last second, and I can enjoy my hobbies with no one mocking me. I don't have to worry about anything else and enjoy my life to the fullest. Cannot wait. What do I want to do in my life now? The moment you get the freedom to do whatever you want, it leads to the question, what do you want to do?
Rasa Tabula! Rasa Tabula!
Who said that? Oh Lord, I'm hallucinating. I thought the medicine was supposed to be helping.
Oh, for bloody, I am not an hallucination, you moron!
Then are you a divine communication?
I am not God either. And I am not your imaginary friend coming back for revenge.
What about Lovecraftian horror?
I always forget one. Anyway, Rasa Tabula, I need you for a task.
So, what do you want me to do?
Review things.
Huh? Huh?
Weird, but it will work.
Wait, what the? What the? What?
Relax.
How can I relax? I got a freaking gun belt wrapped around my waist I can't get off. I'm holding a tape cassette. Am I in a battle royale? I do not want to die like this.
Just press the button on your key and you'll understand.
Okay. What the heck? I zoned out for a moment. What the?
What do you know? It
All that
works.
changed was my shirt that turned blue. I could literally went into the closet and switched it out. What was the point of this belt then?
Why would putting on a suit of armor will be needed just to sit and
Okay,
talk?
then what is this thing I'm going to review?
Here, review this.
Okay. Rock and Roll Adventures for the Wii? So, how am I supposed to do this?
Okay, I'll show you how it works. Rock and Roll Adventures was released on the Nintendo Wii, PlayStation 2, and Windows in 2007. The game was published by Data Design Interactive and Conspiracy Entertainment. Keep going.
Okay. The game is a 3D platformer as you play the character Elvis. Yeah, changing one letter doesn't cover your butts because it still looks like a cheapy Elvis Presley. And I'm gonna have to read the back of the box because there's no book in this game container, or the game doesn't even tell you a story. So, join Elvis' swinging party as he cleans the world of offbeat tunes and nightmarish sounds. A simple conductor can fix all this mess. Bash and trash crazed instruments with Elvis's legendary guitar, or strum those strings for the bolt of a sonic power to blast away dastardly drums, clashing cymbals, and more. The last enemy is a tape recorder. There are only 3 enemies in this game. Run, push, swipe, and jump your way through massive levels With moving scenery, interactive objects, intelligent enemies, and hidden rooms, it's time to rock and roll.
Lies! Lies!
The game starts in the tutorial. You learn the controls, and the first issue kicks in, and that is moving your character around. Your character has two speeds: slow like a turtle or moving like you're on an ice level. And with how some of the platforms are, you're more likely going to slide off and have to try again, frustrating. Next is jumping, which is also messy as you have to flick the nunchuck to jump, but with the movement it can cause a lot of screw ups. And it's sad because a lot of platforms had perfected the jumping mechanics back in the NES era.
We later learned you could jump with the Z button, and it could also work with double jumping. The game didn't tell you this, but at least in a massive question, what's the point of having motion controls?
Next is attacking your enemies. You swing the Wii Remote to swing your guitar at them, or point your Wii Remote at the TV, which will make a reticle appear, and by pressing the B button, it fires out a sound wave at the enemies, which there's a lot of issues. One, swinging the guitar takes about 2 or 3 swings to kill an enemy. Firing a sound wave takes 3 to 4 times to kill one. And most of the enemies' AI is too stupid that you could literally just walk around them. Also, when using sound waves, you're gonna have to fight with the camera to get back in control to see everything around you again. You can jump on the enemies, which, yes, there's a risk of you getting hit, but they give you a heart for every time you kill one of them, so.
Yahoo!
The purpose of the game is to gather records throughout the level to unlock the teleporter to move on to the next level. And it's sad to admit, the game looks like an open world where you can just move around and try to find them, but it's actually more of a linear path. You have the arrow in front of you, and it will always tell you where the next record is, and you start noticing you're just walking down one straight path. It just looks like it's expansive. The game does give you checkpoint markers in case you die, but with your high health bar and the enemy AI, the only way you're going to die by them is literally just standing there and waiting for them to wail on you to death. Or if you accidentally fall off the edge of the stage, and with how the movement controls are, you're more likely going to die that way more than anything. It actually feels more like the real enemy in this game is the controls themselves than anything. Once you collect the last record, the teleporter appears and you use that to move on to the next stage. Yeah, BB, I have a few questions. One, why am I collecting records for teleporter? Two, based on how the world is looking and the enemies I'm fighting, why do I kind of feel like I'm an invader attacking them instead of a citizen who lives there? And three,
Just keep going.
why am I overthinking on a video game I'm being forced to play? Next level introduces block pushing, which you would think this is a puzzle idea, but it's super simple. The most biggest challenge is walking up the mountain and platforming due to the walking physics and the jumping to the next ledge. Okay, next level, doing the same, and the only challenge is a moving platform, which doesn't help with jumping, and the tape players has their AIs fixed and they're firing long range attacks, shooting me off platforms, and I have to climb all the way back up and fight the enemies using sonic sound waves. It's a challenge, annoying, but it's a challenge. Finally, everything's starting to work now. I get the last disc, make it to the teleporter, and I finally move on to the next. Wait, what just happened? Did the game bug out? Did it glitch?
Check your profile.
Oh. I 100% completed it? How long was I playing? Less than an hour. My very first 100% completion of a video game. And it's this game. A bare bones platformer, which is nothing more than just something that the parents would buy to shut their child up. The platforms are pointless. The controls are literally what you're fighting against more than the enemies, as our AI is so buggy and.
You only beat story mode.
What?
When you play the game again, pick any level you want, you actually access a list of challenges that will extend the game time.
There's more? Score attack. You gather tape cassettes, CDs, and music notes to boost up your score. No clue why you need a score meter, as all you have to do is just collect all the items that they're telling you to gather and the 8 record players. I wanted to test out an experiment. Do you need to collect all the material besides just the 8 records? And yeah, you do. And sadly, you'll have to fight with controls to see everything around you to know, did I get this item? Did I get this item? And this is the normal mode. Easy mode will only want you to collect 228, which you're still having a hassle with the controls. And hard mode wants you to collect 434. I had a hard time collecting 342 of these items, and you want me to collect more? I'm not a sadist. Next up is Hidden Pickup. You have to collect 10 CDs hidden throughout the level, and your arrow is non existent. Okay, more of a challenge. That's what the game should have been, as you get the more time to explore around the area, looking at every nook and cranny. That would have been good, but most of the CDs are hiding on ledges and areas where you just have to keep looking around them. And they always put them in areas where you have to walk so slowly, or else you'll fall off and get them. All this is just playing the game on hard mode. Last, Time Attack, where you have to gather up all the records within 449 seconds with little health and no lives. And for some reason, the AI decided to start acting like actual enemies, and the tape decks are firing with more precision than a sniper. And the spinning stairs? You have a tape deck shooting at the top, blasting you off the stairs every time, and it gets so annoying trying to get to it that you start rage quitting. I'm done with this game. Is there any other modes I have to worry about?
Nope.
The game is nothing more than a bare bones platformer that parents would buy just to keep their children quiet. Their controls are a hassle, the enemy AI is buggy unless you're playing Time Attack, but by then you'll be questioning why you even playing this game, and why is it even meant for kids when most kids don't even know who the hell Elvis Presley is?
Do you want to know the scary part about this game?
What is the most scarier thing than this game?
This is nothing but a shovelware game. This is one of 4 that are all the same games. All they did was just change the characters and the textures of the world.
You have to be kidding me.
Mostly, every reviewer who does this mostly just bash one of the more infamous ones in that group, Gingerbread Man. I decided to just throw something different for you to review instead of the usual bashing of that cookie.
Okay, I'm finished. Now what do? Do I just throw this in the trash?
You shoot it with your gun.
Wait. This thing can actually shoot? It looks like a toy gun.
Just pull the trigger and that's it.
Okay. This thing can actually shoot. Okay. Now I'm a little terrified.
Now just press the button and pull the key out.
You mean like this? It was that easy? Okay, so all I gotta do is now get rid of this belt. Yes, I'm free. Thank you. So you can go now. I don't need to do any more of this anymore.
Actually, there's a lot more work we need to be doing, Rasa. There's a lot of movies and video games I'm going to need you to review. But I'm going to leave you alone and let you do what you want in your own life. Just expect when you hear me that you got some work to do.
And like before, another unwilling pawn being sacrificed for a bigger goal. He'll never learn.